You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment from you. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. A storm rages outside. As the snow piles up, begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. Trees begin to look like charred meat. You take a cut out of one, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood as you wade through the snow. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat. Damn, okay, these are getting darker. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Yeah, definitely Natalie, though. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Natalie, what's your decision? I tend to do this when I actually do play visual novels, as I save before big decisions. I barely slept last night. I could hear her whispers coming from the basement. She kept telling me to go outside. We don't want to rush you. But one of us puked last night. Really? And Natalie, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make the decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. Oh, okay, so her face is kind of normal-ish there. It's just creepy expression, though. You can see the glint of Corinne's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. So wait, was she maybe the one actually doing the killing? The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? We'll talk with the chompettes. Which chompette will be in the drawer today? You open it with caution. That's creepy sounds. I'm guessing it's just like cabbage. Oh, it's just potato. And nothing can we call our own but death. Okay, potato. Okay. And that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry, didn't see you creeping up behind me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to his cabin, I used to read all the classics. He asked Potato why he stopped. I can't turn the page with my tongue. But so wait, were they people originally? Because I mean, if he used to read them and now he doesn't because he can't turn the pages with his tongue, what did he turn them with before? Huh. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? Yeah, I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices. Even for someone like you. You've been so nice to these 4. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rumbling. Are you here for another survival lesson? Nah. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens to your body? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. Well, there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking. Your liver has transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's a book in the living room if you'd rather read about it. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy we need to function. Unfortunately, using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like... I can't remember. No one knows to smell now. But looking at you, I bet your breath smells much worse. Here, have another recipe card. You unlocked potatoes recipe. I was about to look at it. I personally wouldn't make it. But you have a preference for meals like that, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, okay? I won't be leaving the drawer. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. Natalie, you okay, little guy? Natalie looks pale like he's going to pass out. Natalie, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Natalie. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Natalie. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Yeah, the art style changes when it gets to, like, these scenes. It's a little off-putting to me. Kareem. Yes. Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say something to Natalie? You say nothing. So I don't even get an option to try to stop him? Goodbye, Natalie. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. So wait, I didn't even get the option to stop him, though. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Kareem goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping on the floor. Oh, it's just the creepy voiced one. Found you! Maybe I should be talking lower for this guy, actually. I mean, not that I'm trying to be in character for pretty much any of the dialogue, but you know. Explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree for reference. Get it? Okay, I am getting a little tired of the jokes, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency trumpet meeting and told me to give you this message. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Yeah, I don't think Bread cares. Bread hops away, pushing himself through a mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Bread told you. Do I forget again? You have a strange dream. No, it doesn't say that. He's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. After working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you decide to dry the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Okay, so clearly that was about Natalie. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Yeah, it's a Natalie, for sure. Yeah. Poor guy. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to surprise everyone with breakfast. You start by cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven, releasing a unique smell into the air. Corinne's running into the kitchen. Oh, she is. What is that smell? She's getting, like, unhinged. I mean, she's already been on... Actually, I would say she's kind of been unhinged since day one, but... Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Corinne grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ow. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh god. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, grabbing more with his hands. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them, quickly consuming meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration. Corinne is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Corinne leans in, close to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Natalie are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How'd you get so good at it? You tell Corinne. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient. The diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect your art? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Green pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? One way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Green hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. I want you to slip it into Gregor's mug tonight. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. Your request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? No. Shh. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. Okay, but where did you get that anesthetic exactly? Was that from, like, the supplies? Like, part of a first aid kit or something? You don't have to watch. Restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi. Hey, Kareen. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my god. This will be over soon, Gregor. Huh? Stop! Stop! Gregor has turned silent. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Natalie slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. I'm guessing we're gonna wake up dead or something one of these days too. Wake up, sleepyhead. Oh my god, what? Also, yeah, like, again, the art change is so, unexpected. Wait, what's that? What's that back there? You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, though. Come on, let's eat. Get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh, I'm not ready. Oh my god. Why? Oh, Gregor. He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Oh. Bandage him up like a field medic. My... What is it, Gregor? Where am I? Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You're useless. You can't swim. How could you help us if you'd immediately drown? What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty earlier, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Gregor looks at you. Don't even think about crawling away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. We'll eat your fresh arm when everything else is gone. Then we start cooking some more of your leg. I'll leave you two... Oh, I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted was to keep everyone alive and together. But I failed. Are you disappointed in me? No. Well, this poor guy. I feel really bad for this guy. Even if he survives this, that's a lot of limbs. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, my mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. I was never satisfied. One day on my way home from school, I was walking past the town inn. Something smelled amazing. It was coming from a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a meal that was fresh out of the oven. At least that's what I thought. I became severely ill with food poisoning, dry heaving into the toilet for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I'm so cold. This cabin, everything about it chills me to the bone. Please, consider it my dying wish. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at peace. I... He watched the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. God, like, we didn't even get to know these characters all that much before everything went down. But I feel really bad. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Corinne that Gregor gave up. You could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? Shh, no matter. Plenty of food left now. Corinne leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wonder. Hello! Let's play hide and seek! That happening right after that is just really off-putting. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? A red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? As a leader of the Trumpettes, it's important to find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Yeah! Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? We've been neglecting the Trumpettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Corinne in the living room. Looks like Corinne's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Yes. Wasn't it in the kitchen? I can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Trumpettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go before it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? You hear some rustling around. Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot. You found me! Well done. As leader of the Trumpettes, getting through those mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Trumpettes to push me through. You'll help me out, right? Cabbage has joined the party. Okay, 4 Trumpettes to go. Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Trumpettes in no time. Wait, is that something we want? I thought that was not something we wanted. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. Oh, I see. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in there. You found the basement key. Yeah! Here it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. We found the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Trumpettes. Find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Okay. Found him! What? Okay. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion! Onion. Today, onion. I'm feeling sweet as a sugar cane. Boy. Honest. Wow, did you eat something gross? Your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Onion! Gross. Did the red-haired woman scare you or something? You tell Onion everything that happened. Whoa. Boy. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah and Natalie and Gregor. But yikes. 3 people dead in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Again? Anyways. Don't worry, I got your back.
Hello!
Glad to have you join us, Onion.
Boy, boy.
No problem, Cabbage. I think I heard Bread making noise in the living room.
Boy, boy.
You know how loud he can get?
Cabbage!
Bread? The one and only. Trumpets! Let's move out. Okay. The party is quickly expanding. 3 trumpets left. You're getting a terrible headache. Your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. She gave us something, didn't she? That seemed to help. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Where is he? You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me! Everyone's secretly favorite chompette, Bread. Don't you loaf me? Okay. It's great, Bread. It's great. My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role. Oh my god. So, what do you need? You tell Fred about gathering the chompettes together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage!
Fred, we need your help finding Potato.
Onion!
Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Okay. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 chompettes are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips.
Cabbage!
Snap out of it. Why did Cabbage suddenly get, like, kind of deep there? You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again.
Boy, boy.
I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Trumpets.
Yes,
Mosey out. You have 3 trumpets in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door.